representing Turbo Toys here, but you can call me Turbo, and today I've recently picked up this basic Stephanie McMahon figure, and the reason why I got it is because I think that head scan is fantastic. So I kind of want to use this head scan to make a more kind of promo, non-wrestling attire themed Stephanie McMahon figure basically. So I've kind of had this idea floating around the old noggin, and I kind of needed to get the parts together and put it to use. So just recently at a local toy fair I was able to pick up a load of WWE Mattel women's wrestling figures, and I picked up this Stephanie McMahon figure. And you might be wondering, like, why don't I just pop that head onto this figure and you've got like the fix up? Well, as awesome as this figure is, I kind of want the new Stephanie to be wearing a dress and not the suited jacket. But she does have the articulated body that we're going to need for our new figure. And then we're going to move on to this Lana figure, and she's going to provide us with the lowers that we're going to need. And to be honest, the scale matches up quite perfect. It's such a shame that her body ain't articulated, but I'm hoping that this is all going to work out perfect. And then we're just going to have a little rummage around this parts bag just to try and find some arms to use for this figure. I'm just hoping that we've got something that's going to match the Stephanie McMahon skin tone. Right, so we're going to make a start cracking the torsos and getting all the parts together. Right, so as we start to match the pieces together just to see what they look like, we need to come up with a theme. Now I had something in my head, but I didn't have a concrete idea, so my next step was to get on Google and look up pictures of Stephanie McMahon. And I found a design that I'm going to loosely base it on, and that's this design. Obviously the head scan ain't going to match up with this style, but it's still going to look fantastic. So as we start to mop the figure together, now I was waiting on some red material for the dress. And while I was waiting, I made this black skirt. Now I was contemplating whether to do the black skirt with a red top, but in my head I wanted to do the red skirt with a black top. But I was very happy with how this is looking so far. Now I dug out some arms from that fodder bag that we see earlier. Right, now even though the skin tone matches, since they've introduced the double jointed elbows, I think these older arms look pretty rough. And I think if you really want to make a standout custom, you've got to move on with the times. So I don't know if I'm going to be using these. The red material finally came so we can make the skirt, and then I started to paint in the upper torso in the black, so I was really happy that we got to carry on with my original colour scheme. So now that we started to lay down some colour, I wanted to sculpt in some like boot designs, because I thought boots would look better than the open heel designs. We also managed to pick up this Charlotte Flair figure from eBay, which is going to act as the donor for the arms, because I just think it's going to look so much better, especially compared to the old style arms. But the old style arms we'll put back on the fodder, and we'll put a different Charlotte Flair head scan on, and nothing will be wasted. And now that we've got all our parts in place, the next thing to do would be to add a bit of detail. We're also going to put on the skirt. We're going to add a few accessories to add a bit of glamour to this one. And then on to the final shots of this custom. Right, now here is her final custom, and I think she turned out exactly how I was hoping she was going to turn out. I really like the choice to go with the material for the skirt, and the head scan was the perfect choice head scan for this project. I really liked adding the ribbon and the little diamonds that you see on the boots. I think when it's on display, it just looks flawless. And again, I think using the new articulated arms on a custom like this really set this one off. I added the nail varnish to the hands, and as I said, for a bit of glamour, I give her a necklace and I give her some diamond earrings. I painted in some details to the face and the hairline, and I'm just in love with this custom. And now this Stephanie is going to display really nice with a previous Triple H fix-up that you may have seen on this channel before. And these two are going to display really nice next to each other. And another good thing about this project is, with the leftover parts, you can make another Stephanie McMahon in a corporate outfit. And you could use this fix-up to represent her time as the Raw General Manager. But it's not about this fix-up, it's all about this custom, so I'd really love to know your opinion. What do you guys think of this custom? Now, I've genuinely enjoyed using this head scan to create a custom like this, but what other attires would you like to see Stephanie McMahon in figure form? Off the top of my head, one I'd love to see is Stephanie McMahon from the Invasion angle when she was the ECW owner. But anyway, I hope that you've not only enjoyed this custom, but you've enjoyed the process of how it got there. But from this Stephanie McMahon, that's going to do it for this one. So if you enjoyed what you see, then please be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Come check the boy out on Instagram and TikTok at Turbo Toys, and until the next video, I will see ya when I see ya.